Welcome to week 23. We're going to talk all about pivots. We've got two videos for you, and this is the first of the two. We're going to talk about the basics of pivots, and then in the second video, we're going to talk about strategies. So first thing about pivots that you need to know is that it is something that you probably have already done, especially if you were a business in 2020. It's just changing the direction of your business. It could be a large pivot. It could be a small pivot. It's just tweaking what you do based upon what's going on in and around your business. Environmental scanning, which we've already covered, can help you get ahead of that. And so you are being more proactive versus reactive when it comes to making pivots in your business. But it's a response to some sort of event, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a negative event. It could be you see something coming down the pike in terms of technology or trends or, fashion trends, diet trends, whatever it is, and you take advantage of that and you can somehow turn that into a positive for your business. So that's all a pivot is. Pivoting can happen at any time, and it doesn't have to, again, be some sort of major event. It could just be, it could literally be just your preference. You don't like what you're doing right now in business, you're going to change what you're doing. But most of the time it's businesses reacting. And again, that's why environmental scanning is so important, is that you want to be proactive and not reactive when it comes to the changes in your environment. Sometimes you're going to have to react, and that's where planning and training and all of that, like just having a strong foundation, is important. And again, most people talk about pivots during crises, but again, you can pivot at any point in time. The length of your pivot really just depends upon the reason. So it could be a permanent change if it's, something good. You're reacting to something in the market, you change your business, and now, your business is something that it wasn't prior to that event. And it could be something that you just don't have a choice about. It could be regulations, it could be taxes, it could be anything. And now you have to do something different because of something that's outside of your control. So how to pivot? If you're following the disaster preparedness series that we have, that's weeks 10, 20, 30, and 40. You can learn how to create a plan that will help you just guide your business more successfully. And a lot of the other weeks are very helpful in terms of growth strategies or knowing your people and things like that. So a lot of what we're offering here in Foundation 52 will help you when it comes to pivots. Process is a very strong part of pivoting as well. So knowing what you do, how you do it, will just help you pivot on down the line. But first, you want to define whatever the problem is, and that problem, again, can be a good thing or a bad thing. It's I need to react to this disaster that happened, or I need to react to this potential opportunity that's coming my way. So you're going to define that problem, and just like in process, you're going to understand where you are, what your business currently does. You need to define where you need to go. So that's setting the goals, what your future state is, and then you're just going to create that plan to get there. Very similar to disaster plans, very similar to future state and process, which we'll get into in weeks 38 and 39. And then after you know where you are, where you need to go, then you can execute upon that and you go where you need to go. So again, it's very similar to pretty much everything else that we talk about when it comes to like process or disaster planning or anything like that. That's all the pivot is. Up next, we're going to talk about pivot strategies.